Good morning, students. I hope everyone is safe and sound at home. Welcome to today's class. Yes, today let us go with 5th unit A, reading The Treasure Within. Actually, what is the meaning of treasure here? Treasure means it's not like a jewelry or any kind of possessives, right? It meant to say that a treasure within me nothing but the knowledge that we have, right? Treasure within, nothing but here it meant to say the knowledge, right? The skill, the talent, whatever it is. So here it is, A.The. we have the treasure within part 1. Right? Now let us go with the A.The. The treasure within. Read the following interview. It is based on a conversation between M.S. Belaraja, B.R., editor of Splash, a newsletter from the Resource Center, the Valley School, Bangalore, and Mr. Office Contractor, A.The., one of the India's leading architects. Right? So, here it is. It is an interview, right? And the interview that MS Office is a contractor, right? Is a great leading architect. And Mr. Belaraja is an editor of a newspaper from Resource Center, right? So here it is, the interview is going on with office contractor. Now let us start it. HC, that means office contractor. I used to have this terrible nightmare. Only now, over the last 4 to 5 years, it seems to have disappeared. BR, that means Belaraja. What nightmare are you talking about, and why do you think it has disappeared now? Then it said, I used to get continuous nightmares about appearing for a maths examination where I did not know anything. Now the psyche must have gotten over it. I don't have to think about education, and there is absolutely no time to get nightmares. Belaraja, tell us something about your earliest memories in school. A.The. In the first and second year, I was a good student. After I reached the third standard, I simply lost interest and I never studied. I used to be interested in games, running around, playing jokes and pranks on others. I would copy in class during exam times. I would try to get hold of the examination paper that had been prepared and study it, as I could not remember things that had been taught to me in class. However, later, one sentence spoken to me by my principal changed my life. When I approached my 11th standard, the principal called me and said, Look here, son, I have been seeing you since day one. You are a good student, but you never studied. I have taken care of you till today. Now I can no longer take care of you. So you do it yourself. He talked to me for 5 minutes. You don't have your father. Your mother has worked so hard to bring you up and paid all your fees all these years, but you have only played games. Now you should rise to the occasion and study. I used to be a very good sportsman. I had been the senior champion for so many years, and I also was the cricket captain. I used to play every game, but that year I did not step out onto the field. So here it is. I used to have this terrible nightmare. Only now, over the last 4 to 5 years, it seems to have disappeared. So I refers to office contractor. He said that he used to have that nightmare. Nightmare means nothing but frightening dreams. So what that? So he used to have some frightening dreams, but those dreams were no more since 4 to 5 years, right? And also then BR, nothing but Belaraja, who is interviewing to office. He said that What kind of nightmares? What nightmares you used to get? Who asked? Belaraja asked to Hafiz. Then it says here, I used to get continuous nightmares about appearing for a maths examination. What was his nightmare? What was his fighting dream? To appear for maths examination. Because he did not know anything. He was not that much good at math. So that every time he used to feel very fearful to attend to that maths examination. Now the psyche must have got nowhere. No, his mentality had been changed a bit. And I don't have to think about education, and there is absolutely no time to get nightmares. Now, Bela Raja asked, tell us something about your earliest memories in school. So when Bela Raja had asked to Hafiz to share his uh, childhood days and when he was pursuing his schooling. How he wanted to, Bela Raja have asked to Hafiz to share his memories during his schooling. That means during his studies. Then Etsi started telling it. What did he say? In the first and second year, I was a good student. So when he was first and second, he was a good student. Right? He was good at. That means he was a good student. That means what? He was very good at all the subjects. Right? But after I reached the third standard, I simply lost interest and never studied. I used to be interested in games, running around, playing jokes and pranks on others. So when he was in first and second standard, he was a good student. That means he was very good at studies. But when he had reached to third class, simply he lost his interest towards studies. And in which he got interested is he started showing interest in games and running around. That means wasting time to moving or wandering here and there, and also playing jokes and pranks on others in the classroom. So as he used to spend his time very carelessly, he could not focus on studies. So if you do not study the things properly, so during examination, what is the alternative? Simply what they choose? They go for copying. So here, this office contractor also, he said that I would copy in class during exam times. As he used to waste his time like that. So during examination, he used to simply copy from others. And also, he used to move here and there with the examination paper. Yes? And because as he could not remember anything, whatever had been taught in the class. However, later one sentence spoken to me by my principal changed my life. So he used to be such a student, showing no interest towards studies and interested in games, and during examination he used to copy them. But one day his principal had spoken to me, so that moment had changed him a lot. When did it happen? Let's see. When I approached my 11th standard, so when he was approached to 11th standard, his principal called him and said, look here, son, I have been seeing you since day one. So the principal told that, my dear, I have been seeing you since day one. I know all about you and I know that you are a good student. So the principal had told Hafiz that as he was a very good student, but because of some distractions, he could not make or he could not show interest towards studies as he started showing interest in games and some other things. And also, principal, what he said, I have taken care of you till today, now I can no longer take care of you. So you do it yourself. So principal told that, my dear son, I know about you, you are a good student. Till now I have taken care of you, but this is the time you yourself should take care. And also, the principal had spoken to him for 5 minutes. What he said, you don't have your father. Your mother has worked so hard to bring you up and pay all your fees. All these years, but you have only played games. So the principal told to Hafiz that, see my dear student Hafiz, I know you are a good student. Yes, here it is, my dear son Hafiz, you have no father, right? As you have no father, your mother has done all the things, paying fee and arranging all the things for your educational career, working very, very hard. Working very hard, your mother had paid the fee and she started looking after you very well. But my dear son, what you are doing, you are simply wasting your time. So he told. Who told? The principal had told to Hafiz that, dear Hafiz, you have no father, your mother is working very hard for your sake, but you are wasting time, so that is not at all good. He said in such a way. So, what is it that now you study, you should rise to the occasion and study. I used to be, so that what is it the principal said that this is the time realizing or understanding the situation. You should make your mind very, very perfect enough and show interest towards your education. So, after having spoken, right, after having spoken with the after having the principal had spoken to him, so what happened, he talked, I used to be a very good sportsman, I had been the senior champion for so many years and I also was the cricket captain. I used to play every game, but that year I did not step out onto the field. So when the principal had talked him for 5 minutes and realized his mistake and he realized his fault and to react according to the situation. From that day, that time onwards, though the Hafiz was very good at sports and as he is used to participate in every game, but after that moment, he did not enter into the ground. Then he started showing all his interest towards his studies. So dear students, this is all about today's class and we'll continue it in the next class. I hope you have understood well. Thank you.